Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world. It is clearly the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. And since really ages, the Haitians have suffered various disasters, political, economical, environmental disasters, like this earthquake in 2010. But the Haitians have always shown great survival will. This is visible, for example, after the earthquake, when their churches were destroyed, when there was a desolate situation and still under tents in their tent church, they were dancing and singing. This is admirable. But definitely the Haitians need help and ask for help to develop further to a more happy future. And it is possible. That is the slogan of this film. It is possible. There can be help with the assistance of the Haitians who want to resolve problems. We can arrive at a better future, especially for children. Since 30 years, we have trained Montessori preschool teachers in Haiti. 800 of them have received diplomas. This created about 50 Montessori preschools for deprived children during all those years. This training work for Montessori teachers, it was brutally interrupted by the terrible earthquake in January of 2010, where over 200,000 people died, and 20 of our teachers were directly involved. 4 of them lost schools, and others were in other ways affected by this. 6 weeks after the earthquake, we met 20 of them, and during this meeting, they suggested that we first reconstruct the totally destroyed training center. In this way, they were enacting Montessori spirit in reality by showing that their solidarity was for the whole system and for the training and not so much for their own schools. This was totally convincing for me, and therefore we followed their suggestion and put all our efforts first into the rebuilding of the destroyed Montessori Teacher Training Center. When we realized that we now had to first put all our efforts into reconstructing the Montessori Teacher Training Center away from the earthquake area, we were quite frustrated because we didn't have enough money. Then an idea saved the whole thing and gave us new hope. Students of a comprehensive training college had the idea to help us physically rebuilding in Haiti. The initiator of this idea was Pastor Roland Kühne, who brought this whole thing together and was guiding 4 groups of 12 each to Haiti during the last 2 years and physically build the grounds in this new campus in Liancourt, Haiti. Of course, this had to be done together with local Haitians, and this was quite a harmonious experience and also exciting for the Germans who had come over to help. This whole activity was coordinated and guided, led from the beginning by my long-term Montessori partner in Haiti, Carol Guy James Barrett from Trinidad.
I think this center here, this teacher training center, is really a big contribution to Haiti's education, because I really think we cannot improve the education system if we do not have trained teachers. So this is a big contribution to Haiti's education and Haiti's future. The main principle of Montessori education is individual learning as opposed to group learning. Children learn better on individual levels since no two children are alike, and no two children will be ready for the same experience at the same time. Individual learning therefore gives each child a chance to master their learning skill that is relevant to their developmental stage. For this reason, classes are not structured by age group. For example, we don't have 3-year-olds or 4-year-olds in the same class. The class is structured within a 3-year age range, so 3, 4, 5-year-olds, and this gives the children a chance to work at their own pace without being judged as being quick or slow in comparison to a specific age group. When children work in mixed age groups, they will have a graded series of models for imitation and the opportunity to reinforce their knowledge by helping each other. The curriculum also helps children to develop a positive attitude towards learning that is required for further success in school. The learning environment ensures the development of self-esteem and provides experiences from which children can create their own knowledge as opposed to being handed down something to learn by the teacher.
On December 7, 2012, we celebrated the formal opening of the Centre Montessori d'Haïti, the Haitian Montessori Teacher Training Center in Liancourt, Haiti. We were able to greet about 50 dignitaries at the center. Especially we were happy to receive the new German ambassador to Haiti, Klaus Peter Schick, who honored us with his visit.
Ja, Action. Bravo.
We were very happy to see that on the day of the formal opening, all 13 buildings were practically ready for use. The training of Montessori preschool teachers in Liancourt can recommence 3 years after the earthquake, finally.
There is a big dream for this center to address several problems. The first one being education in Haiti, which is, well, if we think that less than 20% of teachers in Haiti are trained, and most teachers are trained just above the level of the students that they teach, we can just imagine what education is like. It doesn't give children a chance to have a career later on because they are not well equipped. So one of the dreams of this center is to train teachers so that they will go out and be able to give an education to children that will allow them to have a future. Second dream, no? This center, it also represents decentralization, taking things out of Port-au-Prince and bringing them outside to the country. Many people are talking about it. It's somehow not happening very often. So in order to do that, we had to decide to make a residential center. So we will have teachers from the surroundings who will be here during the day, but we have also teachers who will sleep here from different parts of Haiti. The third thing is that the center should be a place where people can come and take an example of certain things to take back to their own schools and their own villages. So here we try to make a small footprint as possible for this center. We are using trees and plants that are edible mostly for decoration, they're decorative purposes. So it's a new slant on that kind of thing. So we have avocados and mangoes and oranges and breadfruits and everything. So we have live I'm always telling my teachers now we have electricity, energy, we have water, we have food, we can close the gate. Thanks to everybody who made this dream possible. And there were many people. And first of all, of course, we can't even start to say thank you to Peter Hesse and what he gave.
This new training center is not only supposed to train in a regular way, in a qualified way, new Montessori preschool teachers. It is also supposed to be a center, and that's conscious. Carol and I have definitely wanted this to be a model for sustainable center in environmental aspects, and it is getting solar power, and it will be green, and that green planting is serving a different purpose. Even it is going to produce fruits to be eaten by the students, and it's in every aspect an attempt to build a model which can be then adjusted and adapted by our teachers wherever they create their own Montessori preschools. Opening day also provided the opportunity for a different purpose. During this opening ceremony, 14 new Montessori preschool teachers, ladies and some young men were receiving their new diplomas. This was possible through the really admirable work of our trainer Heliana, who had continued to work under tense and in very improvised situations with this training work. And this confirmed our working slogan also for this film: it is possible even though. My vision, our vision, of a just and peaceful one world in balance requires better education also for those populations who up to now did not get this chance. And our Haiti model provides proof that it is possible to train teachers who then will be able to give children a chance to fully develop. As Madame Montessori, as Mrs. Maria Montessori had envisioned for a future world, it is now possible, even though the situations are really not favorable in countries like in Haiti, and that's the slogan of our film: it is possible even though.